May 27th and 28th of 2023. This is the quarter moon between the new moon in Taurus on May 19th, and then we have a full moon in Sagittarius on June 3rd. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video all about that full moon. So we have this flavor of Gemini and Virgo. And so let's start with the Sun in Gemini. The Sun in Gemini opens up the floodgates for information. It opens up the floodgates for our mind to be activated. It's about how can we use our words and how can we also not only share but also learn information and then share that back. Gemini has so many ideas and wants to do so many different things and is endlessly curious and fascinated with everything that it's hard to sort of pin down, okay, this is my area of focus and I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to commit to this and I am going to get fascinated and, finish what I started, finish the book that I started reading. Invest my energy and time into actually learning this material instead of, what about over here? Oh, what about over there? Because Gemini can have so many tabs scattered on his or her computer. Let's focus on maybe, do you have too many tabs open? Do you have too many videos going at one time? Do you have too many books stacked up? And are you paying attention to getting the information right, learning the information, and are you paying attention to the details? Because that's where the moon in Virgo comes into the picture. Virgo is a sign which could represent virginity. After all, the symbol is a virgin maiden. But at its heart of hearts, it is all about the purification of information. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is an intellectual planet. And so Virgo wants to make sure that everybody else is taken care of around the table. And it also wants to make sure that we are working on ourselves in self-improvement, that we're getting things right while not falling into perfectionism and the judgments from our ego mind. This is a super nervous, sort of high-strung, very mental energy going on with Gemini and Virgo. We can feel like we want to get on the computer. We may want to go over here, do this, have ants in our pants. Go take care of something, playing, doing math problems, or doing a, video game, or taking care of the taxes, taking care of, being an accountant, taking care of the numbers, reading books that have really good quality information that you can use and apply to work on yourself, because Virgo is very interested in information that is useful. And Gemini has so many ideas, and let's try this, let's be spontaneous, but how can we ground those ideas? And what is, what is a practical application for those ideas that we have? Are we just, learning for the sake of it? Well, that's a really, really good thing. But before we read an article, is this worth our time and energy to do this? What is what is practical in this piece of information? That's very Gemini, Virgo. I knew somebody who was actually born May 28th that had this combination. And, he was very spontaneous, very lively, liked to have a lot of fun. And certainly, with what he did, practice does make perfect, and he was obviously very concerned about the details of things. Especially given the fact that um, he was a choir teacher of mine. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But point is, Virgo is about quality, and teaching music and doing all that is very stimulating to the Gemini. But then let's strive for excellence. Let's continue to work on improve on the song and see if we can make it better, richer, uh, have more quality, more finesse. I mean, certainly the people involved in choral music have their standards. And they know sort of what to expect. And this particular pairing of these two signs is wonderful for anything detail oriented. So great to get things done. Wonderful to get things checked off your list. Just being productive. Tending to the little things is huge. And we can also use this productive energy with a square from the Sun to Saturn on the 28th. So this day has a restrictive flavor to it, because the Sun is our ego and how we want to shine and show up in the world in our individual selves. And then Saturn is about discipline, structure, hard work. It corresponds to the teeth and bones in the body. So a square can indicate maybe conflict with older, authority figures. This could indicate, feeling like, you may be not enough, feeling limited in your self-expression. It's an energy that can feel really confining in nature. It's where we feel like we want to, have fun and be productive, but it is challenging because it is a square. However, we can use this energy to be really productive and get something accomplished. So really earthy, productive weekend. Memorial Day is obviously on Monday the 29th, where we're celebrating the people who served in the armed forces. I probably should talk about this in the horoscope for, May 29th. But Virgo also deals with service. So, you're acting in, service. So how can you serve? And, all those people. Let's acknowledge them for all of their contributions that they have made. So, so that's all that I want to say for this video. I hope that you enjoy the energy of this weekend. Bye, everybody.